Hey, welcome back to another video. I am Ramona. We're doing some more funny confessions because, again, we need to laugh every once in a while. Do a lot of serious stuff. So this question was asked of Ask Reddit. What is a weird confession you would like to say anonymously? Okay. First one is, I hate crafting in video games. Someone asked, what does that even mean? Like Minecraft or kind of crafting? Many games have a crafting system. Evil Within, Fallout, The Culling, Skyrim, No Man's Sky, etc. Yep, still no clue what that means. Finding items to make new items. In many games like Fallout, it can be a chore. Yeah, kind of. I don't like collecting crafting materials like leather hides, iron ores, plants, etc., just so I can craft the best armor of the game. I'd rather just find the armor through looting chests or beating bosses. So yeah, I get that. I'm not. I wish I was more of a gamer. I really, but I do love Skyrim. But I cheat when I play Skyrim. I mod it up to the point where it's ridiculous. Let's just say that. Playing through Kingdom Hearts or maybe it was the last world. I'd have like 10% of the materials to craft the Ultima Keyblade. I used to make all of those craft like 25 more items before I unlocked the blueprints. I don't remember that much about Kingdom Hearts. I had a boyfriend at one time who was pretty obsessed with it. That's about all I know. So anyway, next confession. Big Red is better than Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's heresy right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's not anonymous because our names are in here. Well, that's true. Um, but I'm not reading any of them, so you'd have to go find this yourself. I want a wife and child more than anything else I've ever wanted for myself before. I want my best friend. I want to worship each other and take care of each other, and I want the two of us to raise a child who knows is loved and unconditionally. And someone replies with, don't ever give up, but consider each decision wisely. Someone says, I'm in a similar position, especially right now. I try to be self-aware and realize that I think this is the most that I am unhappy with myself. But much happiness in those relationships would bring, it's important for me to remember that my relationship with myself is by far the most important. I will always have full control over what I can master. It's all done. All right, I admit it. I am the Lindbergh baby. Very few people are going to get that. I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I put my gun in my mouth. I know it must have been scary, but I was stressed and just wanted it to go home. Wow. That's a big confession and kind of scary. Hope everything's okay. This one says, I just downed a whole bottle of ibuprofen. And they replied with, well, he's not college bound anymore. I feel like an ass for posting this. I really hope this isn't true. When I have to get up for work just shy of 4 hours away, I will be hoping you've replied and you're okay. And then someone finally came back and said he's probably live. He made more posts after this one, so that's good. Hopefully he was able to find the help that he needed. The taste of feta goat cheese reminds me of my own vomit, but in a good way, and I love it. You do you. That's just, yeah. In high school, a bunch of my friends and people got called or was left a voicemail by an unknown number saying that they were outside their house giving specific details about their homes and whether they were going to kill them or are them. Most of them freaked out and called the police. I, being a strange person, wanted to be part of the group and said, I got a call too. Some of my friends had to go to therapy over the calls, and years later, the troubled individual in our friend group sent me a Facebook message saying they knew I didn't get a call because they were they weren't on their list. That's scary. Again, hope everything's okay. Hope everyone's all right. They got the help they needed. Ooh, I may have accidentally given someone an STD because I was asymptomatic. And someone replies with, I mean, it's fairly common. People don't typically infect someone intentionally. Are you able to tell that person? There's also services online at some STI clinics. Contact the person for you anonymously. I didn't know that. I thought you had to know it could be anonymous. That's good though. I hope that stuff worked out. Don't Stop Believing by Journey is an overrated song. Hell yes. I mean, I'll be singing it now all night, but yes, it is overrated. I'm just a little curious about vaping. Someone says, I'm not. Someone says they're a furry. Okay. I have a lot of weird fan fiction that I want to recommend, but some of it is just too weird to suggest. How would I even recommend niche fanfic erotica to someone? It's impossible. Um, I have no advice, sorry, but thank you for the confession. I think most people of the opposite sex are attractive, and sometimes people of my own sex are, but I've never really considered myself bi, except for Dutch people, which are all hot. I don't know if there's enough. I don't think I've seen enough Dutch people to be able to make a standard comment on that. Um, but they reply with, same here, well, except the Dutch part. There are lots of nice looking men, but dang, there are also lots of beautiful women. I don't think I look at them in a turned on way. I don't feel like I look at men that way either. But I just don't think it's simply wanting to look like them either. I don't consider myself bi. I'm married to a man and I've only ever had relationships with men. But recently I've been thinking that there could be benefits to being married to another female. I think actually there's quite a few people that have those feelings. It's this is a little bit older thread, so the spectrum of sexuality was not as prevalent, I think, at this time. But and there's another reply here. You can think the opposite sex is attractive and be straight. Doesn't mean you want to bone them. I question my bisexuality sometimes because I've never been with a woman. I would ask myself, would I be able to be physically close to her, to hold her hand, to kiss her? Then I would remind myself, yes, I'm bi. And being bi is also a spectrum. You can mostly be heterosexual with homosexual tendencies and still be bi, or straight if you prefer. It's whatever you want to label yourself as. I guess that's true. But, same except the Dutch part. Not a smoker, but it's kind of sexy to watch. I like both dogs and cats, but I love cats so much more. They're just so relaxing and chill, and I feel guilty for liking cats more than dogs because I feel awkward petting other people's dogs. Like, I don't hate them, but I don't have the energy to be like, oh, who's a good boy and stuff. Do you feel me? I do not, because I'm honestly the opposite. Have lots of dogs and lots of cats, but I am just more of a dog person. Not that I don't love my kitty cats, but if I had to pick one pet, it would have to be a dog. I'm worried I might have to break things off with my significant other because I like her too much. That's an odd reason to want to break things off, but perhaps there's more to it. This may not be weird, but my confession is that I absolutely adore my best friend. It sounds like it should be obvious, but I'm not really one to show emotions. She's just super special to me. Well, that's good. There's nothing wrong with me. I just hate it here, and I know I'm stuck. And if I leave, it'll just be the same. If I don't talk to you, I know it's not because I don't like you. I just don't want to be around you. Don't yodel my name when you say it. If I walk around in PJs and a beanie, I know I really don't want to be here, so I put in no effort into my appearance. I don't go back to my dorm and slip my wrists to Elliot Smith, and I don't want friends. I'm too immature, and I'd just ruin you. I don't know what to do. I want to be alone. Well, you've told us how you feel, and I hope you got to be alone, but not too alone. And the pajamas and beanie, that's a fashion statement right there. When I was little, there was a bird, me. There was this bird, me, and a group of friends that we found who was suffering from something, and I couldn't walk much or fly. They felt bad and got an empty Gatorade bottle and put the poor bird out of its misery. Still don't know if that was good or not. You know, I think most kids have been through something kind of like that. You've got this empathy. You want to make sure the animal doesn't suffer, and if it's a wildlife, you can't necessarily take it to a vet. As a thing to go through. That was yeah. I think again, I think a lot of kids have gone through that. I want a man in my life who's utterly obsessed with my comfort and well-being, someone whom I can turn to and say, hey, I need my pillow fluffed. And they just get up and do it. So you want to, yeah. Oh, they admit it. I basically want a slave, but in a passive way. So in a passive sort of dominance. I know it'll never happen. Lightning does not strike twice, etc. But ever since I got a taste of it, I really want that sort of master-sub relationship without the sexuality of it all. You can pay for that. I actually know people that do pay for that sort of stuff. But you have to pay for it. It's you're going to have a hard time finding someone who is willing to do that just because they love you or whatever. This last one here is, my life is good and I know I should be grateful for it, but I just feel like something is missing. I can't leave what I have. I know I would miss it, but I can't fathom the pain of feeling the exact way and my life being the same. day after day until I finally die. I can't see any way to change it. Sometimes I just wish I could accidentally die so I didn't have to choose to leave what I have, but yet I could be released from the way I feel. Again, I think there's quite a few people that probably feel that, at least at some point in their life. Life is hard. Life is very sometimes disappointing and distracting, takes a lot out of you. So I hope this person is doing better. Yeah, that you're not alone. There's a lot of people that feel that kind of stuff out there. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wanted it to be lighthearted. Turns out it really wasn't, but that's okay. If you don't mind, please like, share, subscribe, comment, do all the things, and go check out another video if you'd like. And we'll see you next time. Bye.